Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, postnasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
Can I help you? Yes, I have Amazon Prime and I'd like my free sub, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get one free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a grown man record night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Men Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch Broadcaster for complete details.
Grocery store parking lot, and just the Walmart, neighborhood Walmart deal. And dude, it was kind of weird. There was this. It was kind of like the Vance always shows food on the sidewalk type thing in Chicago.
Sometimes it makes me hungry, but that's a different conversation.
There was this lone wiener in the parking lot.
Is that right?
And it looked like it had been run over. And for some reason, I was thinking, like, I wonder if Aaron Griffin would still eat that.
In high school, oh, never mind. No, I was known, I shouldn't even be telling this on the main program on Friday. This is something I would talk about during the week on the Twitch stream, but like, I was known as the guy that would eat things out of the trash can and shit.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, okay. Some of the old school cats have heard these stories, but like, one of the first times me and Ryan Cameraman started drinking at all or whatever, we had went to like, we went to NC State University, and I think we had went and visited Chapel Hill, like UNC Chapel Hill, I think, because we hung out there a lot. So we come back drunk as shit, and we had like metal keys to get into the dorm, and they had those like half moon metal trash cans. They looked like a big wire trash can, but it was just half of it. They were like bolted to the brick walls.
Yeah.
And so he's fumbling around trying to get the key in there, and finally gets it in. And he's like, "Oh, finally got it." He opens the door and he turns around. I've got a great big like super-sized McDonald's fry, ketchup, and he goes, "Where'd you get those French fries?" And I went, he's like, "Oh, come on, dude." Yeah, I pulled my shots. There were some other stories. I'll just stop at that one.
Recycling, man, you know.
I don't like seeing shit wasted. I really don't.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey. Yeah, it's been a good Friday night. We've been over here listening to some music albums. Nice little selection. A little bit different. I love how some weeks there's definitely a tinge of a vibe going on. It's like punk heavy or it's metal heavy. Rarely there's times where it's like jazz and funk heavy. I would say.
Right.
Not as much as it used to be back in the day, but there are nights where we do that and we don't play hardly anything. Tonight was kind of all over the place, I would say, in a good way.
Yeah, I felt like it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mixed up the genres.
Yeah. So I hope everybody's been having a good Friday night, as good as we've been having at least. And yeah, I'm starting off a vacation. Right now, my first vacation of the year, which is insane because I get fucking 5 weeks. Not to brag, I get 5 weeks of vacation. And yeah, it gets toward the end of the year and it gets tough. I mean, that's people that
You're
don't
not like taking the last 2 weeks of the year off or something?
Well, I won't talk about that on the air. But That's
Oh.
what I typically have done, but I don't get to do that anymore.
Oh.
We'll just leave it right there.
Okay.
But because of that, that makes it even worse because, and I've been locked in. I've kind of left to my own devices to kind of manage myself in a lot of ways. So there's shit going on. So I just don't take time off because there's shit going on. It's not as bad right now. That's why I was like, okay, boom, I'll take it. But I mean, it's been this. I should have taken some time before now. If
Right.
you break up like how the year plays out, I should have really taken some time at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, not if you're still on that same take of I'm going to save, and then bust them in the ass at the end of the year.
That's what I love to do, and it was
Yeah.
like it was the ultimate reset. And it was just like what we did when we were kids. Like Christmas break was the fucking tits, right?
Right.
It was just the greatest. It was the absolute greatest. And I've always kept that vibe, like through college, and then like all the way, like working for this company I work for 20 years. I always did that, and I understand. Like, there are times where I'm like, this can't be cool, right? And people never really said fuck, and now people have said fuck, and I get it. I get it.
different, man.
Because it's just, you know, when I'm not there, there's certain things that don't get done. So, anyway.
Vacation starts with V.
So I'm trying to get better about taking time off. And I think Steve does this some where you take some Fridays and some Mondays and shit like that. I need to start being better about that. But anyway, this is my first week, and I'm pretty excited about it. So people have been asking me where I'm going, all this stuff, whatever. Not
Right, you got the beginning of summer. You're
Yeah.
going down to the coast to do some fishing.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a little too hot for fishing. It was already too hot for fishing or past season for the most part for what I like to go do. And so I was thinking about playing golf, but it's going to be 100 degrees this whole week. Of course. So all I wanted to do was stay local and play some golf, play some video games, stream at night, a couple of cold beers, some
You could get up-
chicken nuggies.
You could
Happy
get up
man.
early and play early.
I've thought about that.
Play in the morning.
I've got this theory. I've got this theory. That's what Jay was saying too, and I'm not opposed to that. Like I don't,
okay.
I don't stay up other than record night. I don't stay up stupid late. What my thing is going out and playing at like 8 in the morning because it's going to be like literally almost 100 degrees here. And I know you guys from Arizona are like, shut the fuck up. But playing at 8 o'clock, yeah, it feels good. But then, like, I don't like feeling it getting hot. That bothers me. The 10 to like 11 o'clock area where people are starting to be like, well, you starting to feel that sun a little bit, ain't you? That feeling, I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
I would much rather go out there when it's blistering hot, knowing it's going to be getting cooler every minute.
Right.
Like toward the end of the day, like sunset. Personally. But anyway, maybe I'll do both. I'd like to try both at least.
Maybe there'll
A couple
be
of rounds. I at least got to get a couple of rounds in.
maybe there'll be a late afternoon thunder shower and
Yeah.
bring some relief.
Right, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Of course, if I play in the evening, like there's much more likely of a chance that like Jay can come play with me or whatever. So, anyway, all that to be said, I've been people love to ask me when I'm like, I'm not gonna be here next week, so I have to wait or whatever. And they're like, oh, where are you going? And I'm like, I don't know, nowhere. And they're like, what?
It's a staycation.
And this guy, one guy was like, you don't want to go anywhere? And I'm like, oh, I'm just hanging around. He's like, you don't want to take a cruise? And I was like, I was making like this yuck. Like, he was like, really? He's like, you don't want to go to Alaska and see the whales? And I'm like, no. I might play some golf. He was crazy, but he was talking about. He said he was telling me that his wife told him. His wife told him that sex is always better on vacation. And his response to that was, he said, yeah, my wife says sex is better on vacation. I said, uh-huh. And he said, that was one of the hardest postcards I've ever had to read. Sure. All right.
It's very,
That's right.
very upsetting. A Dear John postcard.
Dear John, dear John, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone. Life goes on. Any Judd Hirsch fans in the crowd tonight? Judd Hirsch? Anybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wiz is on it. It's the 80s.
Dude, one of the
So Wiz has to be on it.
one of the worst realizations I've ever had in my fucking life. Me and cameraman were sitting around watching episodes of Taxi, and I was like, and something made me pull up like the Taxi wiki, and I was just looking up different facts and shit while we were watching it. And I was like, yo, son, I'm like, Judd Hirsch's character is supposed to be 42 years old. I think we were already like 45, 46. I'm like, you're telling me Judd Hirsch is younger than me in this show? It was a very tough evening. It was really a tough look to walk around with, to be honest with you.
Well, no. That's the whole growing up and the musician. I've seen a meme.
What?
I've seen a meme where it shows like 50s mom and 50s kid, and the kid says, I want to be a musician when I grow up. And she's like, whoa. You can't do both.
Ah. Okay. Quick update. Yeah, I'm going to be off this week. Vacation, like I said. I'm going to try to be streaming. If I feel like it. If I don't feel like it, then fuck off. Part of the thing is like we've been having some PC problems over here, but I've always managed to. So I'm gonna say this. It's going to go to the blue screen of death. I've been randomly getting blue screen of death shit on my fucking PC. And
somebody's threatening you?
And eventually I can boot in and everything stays up and it doesn't crash on me. But it's been a little tough. So I think at some point, right now I'm at least starting to look at some options and whatnot. But yeah, just FYE, if the stream goes completely down, I probably won't be back. But yeah. But once I get it up and cooking like this, it's been pretty good. We streamed all this. Me
Right.
Streamed this week. Did a long Wednesday night Juneteenth stream. That one went a little bit off the rails. I got to tell you, that's one. I'm not going to even.
Juneteenth, I thought was Thursday.
Yeah, this was Wednesday night.
Oh,
so because I had
gotcha.
Thursday off. Yeah, it was. I mean, that's one of those where I'm like, I woke up in the morning with my hand up in the air. It's like full accountability. It's like, nah, you can't be doing that. That was one of those like, nah, dude, you can't be doing that. So anyway, if anybody was around late night, I apologize for the things I said about the people in the mountains of West Virginia. No, I didn't know that. Mr. Roper was 53. Get out of here, Scotty. I don't need all that noise.
Oh, from what? That's Three's Company, right?
Golden Girls are only 5 years away. This is an issue. This is already an issue.
Oh man.
Uh,
So what does that make Fever? He's like
Grandpa.
He's like George Burns and Oh God, You Devil.
Yeah, I'm more of a
95.
I'm more of a book 2 guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm an Oh God book 2. If we're gonna split up the Oh God series, I'm definitely a book 2 guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'll take Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo over the original. Hot take, I know. What is this? Why is this not here?
What
Gallery.
happened?
Oh, that's not right.
Uh-oh. At least the screen is not.
Did I not
just
bring
black.
in the fucking? Why are these not there? They
Watch
didn't
us
stay.
wrestle. I mean, I'm pulling a J and getting just sidetracked. Was the sheep herders before they were the bushwhackers?
They called them the sheep herders.
That's what it said. The sheep herders.
Dude, I don't remember that.
They don't have the They don't have the 4x4s.
Oh!
All right. Harassing.
No, that was Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Right?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yeah.
Sorry, these are. This is going to take me a minute to get in order and stuff. 'cause
We'll
I'm-
get it in together.
I'm
Oh,
a
check
fucking
out some
moron.
damn quicksand slip.
Come on, dude. What are you breaking? You're going jumping ahead of the rundown?
Oh, sorry.
Is that what we're doing now?
No.
All right, here we
I
go.
was just, yeah.
This is a terrible picture. I apologize for the resolution in advance. But I saw this today, and I thought some of our pals would be interested in hearing this stuff. Devo and the B-52s are going to be hitting the road for a co-headline tour this autumn. It's the continuation of both farewell tours of the band. Going to go from Toronto to Houston between late September and early November. Lena Lovitch supports. I got one of her records. Yeah,
Is Pilmer in that picture?
it looks like it. No, that's Fred Armisen right there, actually.
Oh.
Who Pilmer knows.
Okay.
So I hang out with a guy that knows Fred Armisen, so I got that going for me,
Right.
which is nice.
Whip it real good.
I
man.
saw the B-52's farewell like 3 years ago. Yeah, I don't believe any band that does that. I'm just gonna go ahead and come out and say I don't believe you.
Right. If you're still alive.
We get accused of being the local Kiss here because we've done like 5 reunion shows, or like last show. There are 3 of them that were supposed to be like last shows.
Right.
And I even was like, dude, you guys come on, we got to stop doing this. We can keep playing, but we can't keep saying that we're,
This is it.
yeah.
That
Devo's
Kiss.
playing tonight in Columbus. Hell yeah. Never seen them live. I'd like to see that live. I bet they still put on a great show as like
Oh, yeah.
older motherfuckers.
Right.
Because there's some bands I'm interested in as like a legacy band, we'll call them. That's a good, nice term, a legacy band. Meaning they're older, but they're still out hitting the road and shit. I'd still be interested in hearing them, but not everybody. Some guys I look at and I'm like, yeah, I'm all right.
Well, Devo, maybe that sound, and it's not going to be really affected by their age, maybe. Am I wrong in thinking that? Like
It's all-
maybe even the singing.
Unless you're a shredder and you start having like hand problems and shit, like
Yeah.
arthritis, it's a passion thing. It's like anything, like anywhere from like playing rock and roll music to like competitive gaming. I don't buy that you get shittier with age. You just lose passion. Now you may not be able to handle like a touring lifestyle. That may be tougher, but because obviously, like 50 years old rolling around in a van, it's not ideal. But again, that you could fold that into the passion argument.
Right.
If you got the passion for it, you're in that fucking van. But it's a different kind of passion you have at 50 than at 20. So, but yeah, it's some of those bands I'm sure do that for money grab, and I don't blame them. Like if I think I could go redo some songs I did 20 years ago and make a living doing that, fuck yeah,
Right.
sure. I'm all about that shit. I did want to tell you guys, I don't have anything to pull up. You know what the greatest thing ever?
Sliced bread? No, I don't know. Where are we going?
You ever shop at Walmart?
Yeah. I was just talking about being in the parking lot of Walmart.
Yeah. You ever notice, like, when you're in Walmart and there's a radio station playing? They play like oldies music. They play 80s music,
Right.
which I guess 80s is oldies music. They, like pop hits and stuff. But there's DJs. There's actual DJs. And they'll say shit like, Karen Johnson from Store 72 in Omaha celebrates 30 years working with the company this weekend. So this one goes out to Sharon.
I've never heard that. Yeah.
They're actual DJs. And I was
wow.
like, I wonder if you can get on board and find this anywhere. And come to find out, Jay was telling me, he's like, no, it's going to be like proprietary. You're not be able to, you won't be able to like just go listen to that. That's like an internal feed. Well, guess what, motherfucker? Welcome to Walmart and Sam's Club Radio Network.
Holy crap. What?
They put on live shows. Look at that. Bo's fucking turning it out. Broadcasting live in stores and clubs across the country, our network brings you the top hits, latest retail news, the fuck, and engaging conversations with associates. Now, that's up for debate. Customers and members. Whether you're shopping, working, or just tuning in, we keep the energy high and the vibes positive. Stay connected, stay entertained. Woo! You gotta love this. Now, what do I see right here? That looks like a phone number to me.
Oh, wow. Call us.
Yeah,
Is anybody going to be there?
call them and ask them if they're taking requests. I'm gonna let you do it.
No, I can't do that.
Sure you can. We'll press some doors. See if they got any doors.
Okay. The doors of perception.
You're a big doors guy.
I'm a big doors guy.
Tell them you're an associate in the warehouse.
Associate warehouse.
A
How about I'm just in the store? You think somebody's going to actually answer? We're doing the phone stuff early, man. You must be feeling good.
I mean,
Hi, thanks for calling Walmart and Sam's Club Radio. Did you know you can listen online anytime, anywhere at walmartworld.com? Oh, and by the way, be sure to follow us on social at Walmart World. If you're calling to leave a song request, birthday or anniversary shout out, please head to a quiet area with no echo or background noise. And be sure to have really good service if you're calling us from your cell phone. You'll want to leave your name, facility number, city, and state before your message. Are you ready? All right, the microphone is yours.
Yes, my name is John Babbitt. The city is Winston-Salem, North Carolina, store 5410. And I would like to hear a great classic. How about some L.A. Woman by the Doors? Is that it? You kind of put me on the spot. I didn't know what to do there.
that's the idea. That's awesome. We should call them every week. Nay, I mean, let's be honest. I'm just calling it now. We are going to be calling them every week.
Now, how good are you feeling? You'll forget this by tomorrow.
No. I'll remember this. I'll remember this for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Enough of Walmart radio. I can't believe I'm saying that because it's fucking awesome.
I had no idea that existed at all.
I'm really excited about it. Now, I posted this to the Discord. This popped up. I'm a big fan of the Liquid Death water brand. They got a good water thing going. I've not really done any of the flavored stuff, but apparently they're pretty good. But I love their marketing. They're super like fucking rogue, demonic marketing and shit. I think they have a really good. They got a really good vibe about the company. Like, yeah, I'm still weird about buying water because it comes out of the faucet for free. But anyway, I do really dig their marketing and the stuff they've done, and that they recycle. They put it in cans so that it's better for the environment. Anyway, yeah, they announced this week there's 10 cans coming out of the iced tea products that Ozzy Osbourne drank out of, all 10, and crushed them himself. So these have Ozzy's DNA on the cans, and they were selling them on their website for $450 a pop, and they're sold out. There were only 10 of them. Isn't that crazy? And if it was another company, I'd be like, what kind of stupid shit is this? But it's so ridiculous. Like, it goes past the ridiculous line where it's like, it's kind of trolly. But yeah, said we really got the Prince of Darkness to drink from 10 cans of our low-calorie iced tea. And yes, he actually crushed each can himself, leaving behind trace DNA from the saliva that you can now own. I love it. Also says DNA integrity and cloning results not guaranteed.
Right.
That's how I asked that girl out to the prom. It was the same line I used. She said no, but that's all right. She's fat now.
I was gonna say, what freak wants Ozzy's DNA, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really into that. If I saw it, a collectible somewhere for $10, sure, I'd pick that up. But yeah, it'd be something interesting to have.
Oh, you should probably check eBay for the secondary market. They might be going for thousands now.
That's true. That's true. How many requests could they possibly get? I don't know. They had 10 and they're gone. I guess that was the thing. But anyway, let's get to some of the stuff that came out today. Started out pretty slow. I was like, man, there's not a lot of stuff that hit the pipe today. But did come up with some pretty decent stuff. This is a cool band. A band called Drivel. It's self-titled. It's a DC punk band. They say a sonic Molotov cocktail hurled from the nation's capital. It said unadulterated hardcore punk, but it's got a lot of grindcore and it's pretty heavy. It's pretty aggressive shit. But I kind of dug it, and it's worth checking out if you like that kind of stuff. Again, I threw it on the list because I was like, not a lot's going on today.
That cover too.
This one. I should have saved this one for last. I'm excited about this one. I found a new band that I didn't know about.
Okay.
And I really like this band. A band called Nub. And the name of the album is Crud. It's on Hex Records. They're from the Baltimore area. So we're staying East Coast. Just not too far away. Just a stone's throw up the coast there.
Close to DC still too.
Sure. It says Nub are currently sinking the city of Baltimore into the Chesapeake Bay as the result of the seismic rifts they create. This is their first full-length record. I guess they've done a couple of EPs and stuff. Cover and the name kind of got me, and I'm like, all right. I didn't know the label Hex Records. I don't know Hex Records. Yeah. So, but I pull it up.
Not even Michael.
It sounds like Whores.
Oh.
It sounds a lot like Whores. So, you definitely hear Helmet in there. You hear Melvin's in there. You hear Quicksand in there.
Oh, okay.
You hear a lot of that stuff in there, but it's heavy, raw riffs and some good rock and roll singing over it. Thank you, Shane, for dropping those. I appreciate that. But yeah, this was by far the one I'm the most excited about. The where I want to know more about this, because I was really enjoying this a lot. No. Right up my buddy Hoyle. And speaking of which, just like I said, not a ton I found came out. we talked about this before. What's up, Thumpfinger?
So, bow, bow, bow,
This
bow,
got
bow.
reissued today. Now, it did get reissued. This is the same reissue that came out in 2013. Quicksand Slip, which most people would say is their best record. It was really hard to find. It was out of print for over a decade. Jay, I mean, we're listening to Holy Roller right now. Jay, the drummer, this is his favorite album of all time.
Yeah.
And he went spendy and got like an OG that was expensive. But there weren't any reissues, and right after that, it got reissued. But he was like, "No, I'm still glad I got the OG. You know, it's something to have."
Right.
But it's, I guess that reissue may have went out of print. I guess, and this is another maybe another color variant or something. It was worth throwing out there because I know you guys like that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Completely remastered for vinyl using the '93 master tapes. Jacket artwork is reconstructed with color improvements and shit. There's a 64-page book that comes with it. Lots of photographs, rare posters, show flyers, and I think there's some extra songs maybe.
Oh, a deluxe edition, huh?
Yeah, but not crazy.
We're gonna charge you extra.
I think this one wasn't too tough, but yeah, I would like to have that. Good. I've streamed it a bunch. I've listened to the album a lot. I just obviously never ran into it,
Right.
because you couldn't find it. I mean, I'd be happy with a CD of that, honestly. That's probably not too crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be just a few dollars.
This was one that came out. I thought the Germs. I mean, what are we saying? What we do is bootleg. This is it's a collection. The first side is the original cruising sessions for the cult movie directed by William Friedkin, produced by Jack Nietzsche, with the exception of it's that session. The second side is partly taken from their last shows at the infamous Starwood in West Hollywood on the 3rd of December, 1980.
Okay. Man, I didn't realize they were done that early.
Yeah. Darby crashed. Shit, his name was Crash for a reason. He crashed and burned. And it was like him. But the iconic Germs record, I still need that one.
I do too. I'd be fine with, of course,
Yeah.
a reissue.
There was a reissue that was at Underdog for years and years and years. And I was just, maybe not years and years, but a lot. And I'm like, no, I'd get stuff off the wall. I'd get used stuff.
Right.
Because new records will always be here. Wrong. I learned that lesson the hard way early on. Like, no. Didn't he die the same day as John Lennon? I don't know, but that's a great piece of trivia, if that's the case.
Oh. Nate
For sure.
Bouchard with that.
Was that all we had? Yeah, that was all we
Trivia
had.
Master.
Let's get in what we played. Boom. We're moving along. We're cooking with gas here. I'm going to need a brewski.
Fired up. I'll get some beer.
Oh, thank you. And we can do
What's
us
up,
a shot.
Chink's hanging out.
Kid Natas, what's up?
Whoa.
A lot of elementary music teachers did too. Holy shit, Wizard! That's the most rogue shit you've ever said. That is quote of the night. That might be.
Damn, I missed it. What did I miss?
That might be quote of the fucking year. Oh my god. That is diabolical.
Please reiterate.
The same day John Lennon died, the same day as Darby Crash, and Wizard said a lot of elementary music teachers did too. I think because of suicide, because of John Lennon dying.
Oh.
That's how I'm taking it. If I'm off that mark,
I
it
think
won't be
you're,
the first time.
I think you're right on the mark of Zonkman's. I thought maybe he was taking a stab at Nate Bouchard for being like in the education industry and being a teacher and having trivia.
Teacher trivia. All right, let's talk about what we played here.
What we
tonight.
play? Let's get it.
little jazz to start us out. Nice and cool.
Who plays jazz to start us out?
Little Harold Ladd, A New Shade of Blue. This is a fantastic sleeper record, man. Well, it's not really a sleeper, but I don't reach for this super often, and I don't know why. That's dumb. Harold Ladd, Bobby Hutcherson's on this. Buster Williams, Bill Henderson, Billy Hart, Mtume on congas. Mtume. M-T-U-M-E. Mtume. But it's it's on Mainstream Records. It's what do you call that? Is that a Unipack?
That is a Unipack.
Yeah.
And then Mainstream, don't they did like some psych stuff?
I don't know.
So is this like really out there jazz?
Really smoker of a record. No, it's not too crazy.
Okay.
We listened to a soft track in there, and some of the other stuff is really smoking though. It really was.
I will refrain from making any kind of J comment about the cover.
Yeah, the cover's a little beat. That's like a thrift store find.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, and I took a stab on it. I think, honestly, I probably saw Bobby Hutcherson on there, and I'm like, all right, bet.
Right. Because, yeah, I'm not familiar with that dude.
What do we want to play next?
Oh, I thought this was what we had played. Oh, yeah, the new album is only 35 minutes.
Is it really?
Yeah, it goes kind of quick.
I have to give Jay shit about that.
Couldn't even get 40 minutes out of them.
Come on, dude.
And it's only like 8 tracks, so it was like Ripple could have been like, yo, come on, give us another track.
This is not a very long album, but I love it. All right.
Another short album. For your listening pleasure.
So we went from the jazz record over to the Sonics. Boom!
Boom, baby!
This is a reissue I picked up a couple of years ago, and for Jonathan to put Near Mint on this, that means this sumbitch is clean as a whistle. He'll tell you something's VG all day long, and you'll get it home and be like, what? You could have sold this for $10 more. He's afraid you're going to be like, oh, this guy's an asshole, upcharging, shitty grading system. So he always erred on the side of conservative. But I mean, it's perfect. It's a perfect. Pay a little bit for it, but nothing crazy. I mean, some of this stuff. This is a '98 reissue, so it's earlier than I thought. But just
oh wow,
the Pacific Northwest. I mean, it's really like proto-punk. It's garage. It's definitely garage. But, like, some of those songs are that goddamn punk rock, man. If I ever heard it. Fantastic record. I was after this one for a good little while. And knew I wasn't going to find an OG probably. But, like, I was happy with a reissue. But you couldn't really find those much either. And now I think it's a little easier to get a hold of.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if the reissue is from 98.
Yeah, there's newer ones now for sure. There were some boots out there. I almost bought a boot. Fuck, this one could be a boot for all I know.
No. Jonathan would put that on there.
Yeah, more than likely. Pulled out something. It's in the funk pile, but I'm gonna be honest with you. This leans way into it's jazz funk, and it really leans more into the jazz area as I listen to it more. Larry Willis, Inner Crisis. This was a gift from the one, the only Metal Theologian. He came up and
MT.
Gave us a couple of records. He gave me a shit ton of it. But
hey, Ron.
This is on Groove Merchant.
Groove Merchant.
I know Groove Merchant. They also did a lot of the Groove Home stuff. That's how I know Groove Merchant, I think. But this is a reissue. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I mean, it looks like a reissue, but yeah, really fantastic, like jazz funk stuff. Definitely check it out if you've never heard it. or stay tuned to Record Night. You'll hear it over here from time to time. For shiz.
Shiz over though.
Pulled this one. It's funny. I was going to go from... I feel like I missed one. Something get out of order?
No, I think that's right.
Okay. Yeah. So I was going to go from the jazz record into this record, but now I was like, you know what? I could put some funk on like in between, and that's what I did. And I did that with like 10 seconds left. I went over there and yanked it off and queued it up. But this ended up being the next record I played, and I just didn't really remember. I wanted to hear something punky, and I picked this. I bought a bunch of punk records from a local shop, Hippo Records in Greensboro, North Carolina. And they had a lot of. This was $2.99.
Oh wow!
Full. I mean, maybe it's considered a EP, but no, this was. I can't remember if this was 45 or not. Anyway, there's a bunch of songs on it. Yeah, I think it was when you were there, Scotty.
Oh yeah.
So I couldn't remember what they sounded like, to be honest. Vacation Bible School, which is a fantastic name, and Ruin the Scene. And these guys, it sounds to me like the first thing I thought of was NoFX.
Yeah.
So it's not that kind. It's not hardcore. It's not garagey. It's that kind of polished '90s sounding. I wouldn't call that pop punk necessarily, but whatever NoFX is, that like melodic punk.
Okay.
It's like, it sounds like '90s melodic punk in a good way. It wasn't exactly. That's not what I was targeting necessarily. That's not what I was hoping it would sound like. It's not my favorite one out of that haul. I'm trying to end my sentences with upper inflection, but it's still a good record. It's just not exactly what I thought it was going to be. That's why I wanted to pull it back out and take a listen. But
Vacation Bible School.
Not a vibe killer by any stretch, but it's it was a little different, I thought.
Yeah. Punktastic.
Here's a record that I'm convinced doesn't even exist. And I've said this before on the program. I think Zonkman brought it over. I don't think we've not listened to it because that's the first time I've heard that record ever in my life.
But you're holding it in your hands. How can it not exist?
I don't want to get into a whole metaphysical thing here. Are you familiar with Schrodinger's cat?
No.
Look that up.
I'll have to.
Ram Jam. How many records they put out?
I don't know.
Like, this isn't like it, is it?
No, there might have been 2 or 3.
1977. Interesting. That's what it says. Is that correct?
That is. That pressing.
I've listened to Black Betty on the radio, and I love that song. I love their vibe. Of course, everybody's heard that a bazillion times. I don't really need to hear that much anymore, but of all the record digging I've done over the years, knuckle deep in the heap, in the bins, in the dollar bins,
The wall,
scrubbing knuckles, yeah, and also look at the wall.
which that might not be.
I've been to multiple cities, of course, like dozens and dozens of record stores. I have never seen a copy of this record ever in my entire life. For something that's played on classic rock radio every 14 minutes,
Right.
you thought in 20 years of digging for records you may have run across it from time to time. For me, not the case. So and I've not listened to the CD, I've not downloaded or nothing like that. Tonight was the first time I've listened to that record all the way, or not all the way through, but that side. It's good stuff.
And we skipped Black Betty and just did the rest of side one.
Yeah. The cat is dead and alive. Yeah, that's Schrodinger's cat.
I like these little spacemen down here at the bottom. They're spacey.
Looks like Ram Jam only put out 2 albums. The one you're
2.
holding in the first. I've never seen anything by them, which is interesting. You would think it just seems like a band that would be everywhere, and you're like classic rock bands, It's like common fodder, but it's not. It seems like it was popular. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I was looking for that. Eric Weinbender gave us that It's a country record that's extremely, well, I don't know how to put this. It's extremely pornographic. He gave us a pornographic record.
There's nudity on it.
Well, no, it's they talk about doing dirty stuff.
Oh.
The whole record is country, like 70s country, but it sounds like it's about people doing sex stuff. I love the record, though. I can't find it. There's 2 records tonight that I can't fucking find. Anyway, I grabbed this instead. It's that leather feeling greatest hits from Waylon.
Waylon Jennings.
That's how Jay used to look like that right there. He kind of looks like him now.
Now he looks like
This is a
Hitler.
fantastic. I love that gold stamp shit on the kind of that leather feeling mahogany whatever shit it's on. But yeah, classic Waylon Jennings. You can never go wrong with Waylon.
Well, they only show
I've
my
spent-
hands and not my face on TV.
I've spent a lot of nights drinking alone with Waylon Jennings. You know what I'm saying? That is for true. That's for true. Yeah. The second record I couldn't find. Wiz cashed in some banana bucks to hear some Jerry Reed. Wanted to hear Amos Moses, one of my all-time favorite songs.
Yeah.
And for the second time, I can't find that fucking record, and it's driving me crazy. I've got lots of Jerry Reed. I've went across probably 7 Jerry Reed records, and that's not one of them. That's the second time I went a hunting for it, and I couldn't find nothing. It's starting to piss me the fuck off. Asked her for a second choice, and I apologize for that. Wiz, you can cash in. So you don't have to. The next records you want to hear on the house, no banana bucks required, because that's bullshit. I ought to be able to grab a record and pull it out. That's the cost of doing business. But the second choice was Bark at the Moon, or he just said some Ozzy. I pulled Bark at the Moon. Our good pal Fred sent this one over, a super clean copy, an amazingly clean copy of this record. I mean, that's just insane. But appreciate Fred for doing that. And I'm not a guy that grew up listening to Ozzy much. It was a little too. When I started I love thrash stuff.
Yeah, this ain't that.
It ain't thrash, and I thought anything that was like less than like thrash, and then I got into like death metal and stuff like that. Anything that was, it sounded too 80s to me. I mean, there was a time where I liked Guns N' Roses and Poison and, you know, Motley Crue and shit like that. But like, I stopped listening to that kind of stuff, and it was only like Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, that kind of shit. But yeah, it's a great record.
I had this on cassette, so I listened to the shit out of this when
Corrupt
you're a
Sage,
kid
what's up?
and you've only got like 15 cassettes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a copy of this. I dug it. And it was
That's the album that got you into Ozzy? Hell yeah.
okay, right?
Yeah,
on.
see, I see it now. I go back and listen to them now. I'm like, man, these are great records. I just, at the time, I just wasn't locked in on that vibe. Like, I'm trying to think, what year was that?
83.
83. So that was before my time, like when I was like looking for stuff. And you know, if I'd had an older brother or something that was jamming shit like this, I would have probably been all over it. But I really didn't know it existed, and I didn't, you know.
Because I'm a rock and roll rebel. You know, and that's another thing too. I probably, you know, I wasn't listening to it in 83. It was probably a couple years after that. Maybe in around 85 is when I got the cassette.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, back then, I was young. And it wasn't until.
Right, you were still listening to what Pops was playing.
I was listening to, like, my own song. I listened to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Back then, it was a lot of stuff on the radio for sure. But, like, you know, Van Halen. I really dug Van Halen.
Well, I mean,
I loved oldies a lot. I've always loved oldies.
I mean, that's the way I started out, was listening to America's Top 40 on Sunday with Casey Kasem.
I loved it. Me and my mom would listen to it together.
I definitely listen to a lot of pop music.
I remember me and my mom would be in the yard, and we had the radio out there in the yard with us, like listening.
Okay.
And you know, the number 2 song would play, and my mom would be like, "Oh, this was number 1 last week. That means there's going to be a new one. There's going to be a new one." and we were both like, "Oh shit, what's it gonna be?" You know, like it was crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I miss that. This was, we were talking, we're trying to find something to go next, and I was thinking it, and then you mentioned it, talking about some synthwave. We played some synthwave last week. We're doing that Friday the 13th thing, so we played some Midnight Danger, one of my all-time favorites, as well as Mega Drive, which is also one of my all-time favorites. And so we're both kind of locked in on this, and I pulled. This is a. Initially, didn't care for Gunship. This is Dark All Day. The first one, I think it is. I've passed on so many times. It's just ridiculous. And what was turning me off initially was there's vocals, and I was used to listen. I was listening to a ton of synthwave stuff, just discovering the genre, just like I did with Stoner Doom stuff, where you're just like you go branching out, you're finding all these different bands. Same way with synthwave for me. It was the exact same motion in the ocean. And I would run across this, and I was like, "Oh man, that's so fucking dope!" And then they would start singing, I'd be like, I do that with a lot of Stoner Doom bands too.
Right.
Super great, gnarly, fuzzed out riffs, and then the vocals are just like, I'm like, yeah, I don't mind that stuff, but you don't have to do it over this.
Right.
It's the wrong kind of, I don't know. Anyway.
Different vibe.
Anyway, this Gunship record I was able to go back and pick up used. I think it was used. Maybe I bought it new. I don't remember. Dark All Day, I want to say it's second or third record from it. Maybe third. I can't remember. But fantastic synthwave stuff. It sounds like it's right out of the 80s.
Oh, yeah. The cover, we heard that cover time after time.
Yeah, the fantastic cover of Time After Time. Cyndi Lauper jam.
The Lauper jam.
Do you remember? You know where I get that?
Dear.
Me and Jay always say Cyndi Lauper.
No.
Do you remember the movie Just One of the Guys?
Both of these records are in one sleeve.
Oh, you can fix that if you want. Remember the movie Just One of the Guys? Where the girl dresses up like a dude because she works for the school paper.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in forever though.
Well, there's one part in it where I don't know if that's when there's this love interest, but the dude thinks he's just hanging out with a bro, and then she says, "I'm actually a girl," and he says, "Oh yeah, and I'm Cyndi Lauper."
Oh, that's where that came from.
Yeah, and I'm like, there was nobody on the set to be like, it's not Lauper, unless or they're trying to make it funny by saying it that way.
Right. Maybe somebody's doing a little stick at Cyndi.
Anyway. Cookie Monster vocals is what keeps me from getting into death metal. Yeah, oh yeah, like I'm selective. I still like death metal stuff. What up, Frank? Yeah, that's a great movie. That's a very underrated gem, man. Like I was just listening to because there's the reissue. I didn't put it on the list. There's a Carcass reissue today. What's it called? Busted Veins or
I'm not familiar.
it looks like a heart on the cover, but it's like vegetables that make a heart. Ruptured veins or busted arteries or something like that. Anyway, so good. Just like Blood Incantation. I mean, that's
right.
It's so good you can't hate on it.
Right.
Reginald Nitty.
You get past a little bit of Cookie Monster vocals.
Yeah, they do it tastefully. It's like,
yeah.
And there's a time, sometimes I'm pissed off and like nothing hits like shit like that. Maybe some gangster rap or something from the 90s, but they're like I don't give a fuck music, like when you're like pissed off and ready to punch a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Something to be said for that.
Like Linkin Park.
She then gets the gun show out, and what a show. Oh yeah. You talking about where she drops those fucking sweater melons out of her fucking top? At the dance at the end on Just One of the Guys? Holy shit, what a pair of titty balls on that chick. I guess she's supposed to be in high school, which that's like fucking...
Oh yeah, well they're those Hollywood, they're like 25,
sure,
18-year-olds.
could be inappropriate for us to talk about, but she's,
No, she was probably of age.
I'm sure. Oh, well, she had to have been. Anyway, finished it off with a 7-inch from Cherubs. I don't remember. This is called like sliced cheese because this has like 2 records in the middle, and it's just yellow.
Looks like a slice of craft singles.
Absolutely, it's like a craft singles thing.
Did we say that we couldn't figure out whether it was 33 or 45?
We only listened to one track. I still couldn't figure out if it was 33 or 45.
Let me tell you, I am so pissed off because I'll put a 12-inch record on. It'll be 45. I'll fuck it up. Okay, so I can understand.
Oh, balls, it's a fact. Sorry, that's another line from the movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's insane.
So yeah. So I get pissed off when there's like a 12-inch record and it's 45.
Put it on the goddamn inner label.
Okay.
You know, just print it on there.
You got your audiophile people that want to do whatever.
You mean
But-
you mean you don't know?
There's no reason to do a 7-inch record on 33.
Oh no, they do. There's lots of punk stuff that's 33 because the songs
Right.
are so short.
Right. But that pisses me off
But
even worse.
Not.
Oh, what am I doing? I didn't know if you were
I'll
going
just
to
stick it right here. But there's some stuff, especially if it's like something newer I've gotten that I maybe listened to a couple of times, but then I put it away and I forget about it and I'll stumble across it. And I'm like, oh yeah, throw that on. Then I'm throwing it up there and I'm like, wait. And it's still new to me, so it's not like I'm listening to Thriller where you put it
Right.
on in the first 2 seconds. You're like, oh fuck, that's wrong.
Right.
Not even 2 seconds. But that I'm like listening to it. I'm like, plus they're weird and noisy and they do ridiculous shit. So I'm gonna do a shot.
All right, cheers.
Taking it easy tonight, bud.
I'm I'm the Uber driver that's showing up to your house to get you.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers out
Happy
there.
weekend and happy vacation to me. Holy shit.
To the bananas. To all the grown man record night family.
Sorry. In the
Yeah, go ahead and get some marbles pulled up.
yeah,
That was what we
in the
played.
context of
Unless you want
doing
to do
that shot, I should have been pulling up marbles.
Unless you want to do the what we played. Did you already do this what we played graphic second time?
That was what we played.
Ba-bum-bum. What?
Uh-oh.
Marvel's got an update. Update that Buddy Hoyle. See how
Again,
you
we're
like it.
having some really tough problems with the PC, so there's a chance like all hell breaks loose and we lose the stream. But
No. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. We're gonna channel it, man. We're gonna channel the positivity.
oh yeah, happy
through
solstice
the
weekend.
Electricity, so the vibes go out and they're like connected with
This is-
everybody, man.
This is the longest day of the year.
Yeah, is that tomorrow or today?
Oh
Today.
wait, what? Like, what do you mean today? It's 12:05.
Yeah, you fooled me, man. It's Happy Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on top of it in the chat room. They're like, because it went past midnight.
It did.
I didn't know, man. We're just like streaming, dude.
We're hanging tough.
Just like whatever,
Hold that phone. I gotta get some music going.
We're gonna hold the phone. We're gonna get the phones ready for the marbles. And I'm like not even ready, man. I'm probably gonna finish last.
Stretch them out, man. Stretch
Probably
out your
gonna
quads.
finish last. I'll be fine with that, maybe I can hang out.
Gotta stretch your quads, man.
Me and Aaron Griffin could be fighting over the hot dog in the parking lot,
Yeah, don't forget we got the
for last place. 4th of July.
we got the 4th of July episode coming.
Hot dog eating extravaganza.
We don't have to call it a contest. It can just be a hot dog adventure.
A hot dog adventure. Hot dog journey. A wiener mistake.
Oh, look at it, summertime. Is this gonna be a summertime? track?
Summertime. We're at the beach. Some people-
Exclamation point play in the chat.
Oh, is it? Oh, we can. Oh, we're ready. Man, I gotta get ready. I'm not ready.
Skinny Artist owns the track record on this particular track at 213 and some change. So that's the number everybody's going for. What's up, Zero?
0.
Oh, holy shit. This is Temple of Steve. Everybody look at the top left corner. The name of this track is Temple of Steve.
So is Fever going to win? He's not here.
I don't know, man.
Corrupt Sage. What's going on? The Fever. Don't forget, though, I might be a sleeper. So y'all watch out. Because Nesvet might just like come up through the rear and just like pass everybody.
I thought you were doing a rhyme. That sounded like a rhyme thing you were doing.
Man, I don't know
what did you
on.
start that with?
I have no fucking clue, man. It's just like
I was
spitting
I thought you were
out.
going to rhyme it with fever. All right, couple more seconds. Get in here.
Yeah, man. Everybody's got to join, man. Y'all come in and get on the celebration of marbles. You know, getting your balls put together.
It's a grand old time. No doubt about it.
Old Scally, wasn't old MT Scallywag when they the winner? Hey, shout out to Kid Natos in here for some marbles.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Kid Natos?
All right, I'm gonna hit go on this shit.
You're gonna hit go on this shit?
Yeah.
Got 12 people in. Everybody in?
10,
The movie's
9,
about to begin.
4, W,
Stay seated
T.
until the next show.
6, 5. Go. Go. 8, 7, 6. They did their own countdown.
Oh,
Fuck.
look at the 0 in there with a high start.
Dropping down into that devil's butthole. It's
What?
always a tricky game dropping into the devil's butthole there. Trust me.
That's like a horn, man. Maybe they're like playing some jazz.
Ricola. Ricola.
I'm getting dizzy, man. Wow, I'm getting dizzy. Getting dizzy Lizzy with Thin Lizzy.
Like a cornucopia.
Trizzy.
Whoa.
We got out there. Scotty Strychnine.
I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Let's
Come
see.
on.
Too early.
Come on.
Too early for the Nesvet. He'll get held up. Don't worry about it. Or fly off the track or something. Whenever you lead early like that, you don't win. So.
Unless you're Ryan Blaney.
Whoa! They like to make it like.
Oh, look at Shane muscling his way down. What, we got a little side maneuver over here?
Oh yeah, there's two ways, man. There's more than one way to skin a rat's ass.
This looks like a snake. I don't know if I care for that.
It's just the banister.
Burt Bannister. Shane's threatening that track record. Watch out now.
Whoa!
Watch out now. Oh my
Uh-oh,
gosh.
uh-oh,
He
he
went
just
through
got-
all the way through.
He got smacked.
That's it. That's it. Oh,
There's
no.
still some curly cues, and he could fall off.
Holy.
Oh man, I didn't mean to jinx you, Shane.
What are we doing? Jinxing Shane
I
on
didn't
this
mean
kind
to
of
jinx
run?
Shane.
That's tough.
Man, he could fall
That's
off though,
tough.
you know. It could be like under him and then not.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, he's gonna go down the hole.
Oh, it's going to be the hole. It's all about the hole. Oh.
Skinny Artist. I just fell off the track.
Holy
Fell off
shit.
the track. Oh,
Nate Bouchard out of literally fucking nowhere.
I was the first one to
Wow.
fall. Pretty sure I was the first one to fall. We'll see. But I should have
That-
won, except the thing was on the other side, man. Because this is the Temple of Steve.
Correct.
And we got Kid Natos. Bloop.
Man.
Nate Bouchard.
Close to that record even still. I thought for sure Shane was going to break that.
See, I was the first one to fall off, man. I should have won, man, but the thing was on the other side, man.
Damn. Right down that sideline. That's insane. Let's get some
squeak
dig of the
by.
week action, man.
Digging. You like digging?
I didn't do nothing. I ain't got nothing to contribute to
You
this
got nothing to
conversation.
dig of the
I'll be
week?
honest with you. I got nothing.
Digs of the week, man. We've all got digs of the week. But they say earlier, Wizard said, Salt Man buys some records. Hey, you know, it's a disease, man.
I'll tell you what's a disease. It's
Uh.
AIDS.
I come here for the cure. This is the cure. I said I was going to stop buying records this summer, so now that it's officially summer,
Yeah?
I'm not going to buy records.
No?
Well, there is a record show on Sunday.
So you're going to make it one day. Outstanding.
You're not supposed to let me make excuses, man. God say smack for some.
Yeah. I mean, you could be doing worse shit. See, I always, when I was buying records like a lot, I always kind of folded it in like, I don't go out to bars and spend a bunch of money. I don't go to like nice restaurants and spend a bunch of money. Hell, I don't even go eat lunch like at fast food places during the week. So if I want to go spend 30, even $40 on records, that's, most people are spending that on fucking fast food for lunch.
Right. Yeah.
I don't do
nowadays.
any of that.
Woo!
I don't do any of that.
It's out of
So-
sight.
Now that I play golf, it's like, yeah, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm playing golf this week. I'm like, that's going to be $40. Like, you know,
Whoa,
I'll do-
$40 to put your balls in a hole?
yeah. It's a lot cheaper in Thailand.
And that's quote of the night.
That's hand up on that one. That's on me. That's on me. Full accountability. That's on me.
Woo! So dig of the week.
Yeah, dig of the week shit. Again, I have nothing.
Okay, so the Salt Man's got some digs, man.
Sure.
These might be in the cachet though, but not to say that I don't have two particular orders that are currently on the way.
Okay.
So I'll still, even though I'm stopping buying records, I'll still have a couple more weeks of digs.
It
you know.
happens.
These that we're showing tonight are from I got a good bit of a Bruddy. Whoa! I think I need another shot.
Uh-oh.
Might be the couch tonight. All right, so Buddy Brian, he is
Not Brother Brian.
not Brother Brian.
Correct.
This is a gentleman here locally
Gotcha.
that sells at the record show and then also sets up at the breweries when they do their little vinyl night
okay.
deal. So he sits at a couple
What's
of
his name?
breweries. Brian Hunt,
Okay, I don't know him.
Village Vinyl. If we're shooting that out there, Village Vinyl.
Oh, okay.
Sets
that
up.
guy.
You're familiar with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's pretty like straight laced.
Yeah.
But no, he sets up at Wise Man Brewing
Uh-huh.
on Sunday evenings, which is kind of hard for me to make that. And
Because
he
of
does.
church.
He doesn't. Yeah. Okay. And he does another one that's Thursday vinyl nights, and I should learn how to pronounce, but they are Swedish or something, and it's like they use ancestral names for the bar, for the establishment.
Oh, okay.
And I have no clue. It starts with a B. I have no
Mike
clue.
Hunt.
Mike Hunt. Whoa. What are you saying? The Beast. So this cat got a collection of 80s metal records.
Okay, say less.
And so I'd gotten some stuff I had shown at the previous record show, but then there was more. So I went back for the ones that were more obscure and that were more on metal theologian level of
Whoa.
records.
Whoa.
More obscure shit, you know. And then the first one I'm going to show is not at all. So, everybody is familiar with this band.
Sure.
Little Come On, Feel the Noise. Oh, this is Quiet Riot 3.
I never listened to this one at all.
No, I haven't either. And I've listened to it once so far, so it just doesn't have the popular hits that were both covers, which is probably why the lead singer dude was mad. And I don't know if Kevin DuBrow, if that's still him, or because that dude left and they got a new lead singer, but I can't remember if it was for this album or not.
Huh.
I think that's him. I think that's still the same dude. But anyway, Quiet Riot 3. It's gonna get better, I promise.
I fuck with Quiet Riot. I only got one record, Come On Feel the Noise.
Yeah, I got the Mental Health.
Mental Health, yeah.
This is obscure, and actually, when I talked to Aaron, Metal Theologian, he was not familiar with this band.
That's a feather in that cap, son.
Yeah, because he was only familiar with the Billy Joel early psych record by that band name, and this is Rolling Thunder. And it's this is really Metal Theologian because it's cheesy artwork for the cover.
Yeah.
These guys fucking rock. They got the leather vests
fro
and armbands. Yeah.
Look at that fro. That is insane.
And this is like thrash stuff. It's pretty good.
That's thrashy, you say?
Yeah.
What,
It's
you got
thrashy.
a year on it? I don't want to put you on the spot.
Oh, 86.
Okay.
86. It's maybe not super hard thrashy, like a good speed metal that would be going on at this particular time frame. So people would probably consider this more just heavy metal.
Right.
But yeah, this one dude's name is A.T. Soldier, the dude with the fro.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. You'd love to see that.
This was another one. I don't know if you've heard of it. Fifth Angel.
Fifth Angel.
Fifth Angel.
Oh, fifth.
Fifth, as in number 5. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Fifth Angel. And I told Aaron, I was like, because he was some of one of the metal guys. He does all that metallurgy and all those streaming with all the metal guys. He's like, oh man, that dude loves that record. I was like, this is kind of a weaker record.
Really?
More just hard rock, not even really heavy metal. So, but I mean, it's good. It's good.
That's
It's
where I
not
struggle
great.
with what year is this?
87.
Okay. Where I struggle is
I think it's 87.
I'm not a big Nawabum guy.
88.
That's
right.
because it's a little too hard rocky and not as metally.
Right. It is 70s hard rock.
There's definitely some of it I dig, but
Right.
for sure. But some of the other the lesser bands doesn't really do it for me, honestly. Willie Tanner was allegedly 45 when Alf landed.
Oh, somebody's looking at the streamer.
Max
now.
Wright was 43. Jesus Christ.
Here's another. Now, this is a good one
God
here.
Damn it, dude.
What's he talking about?
Willie is 43.
Oh, the dude.
Well, Willie's 45. The actor, yeah, the dad,
yeah.
is 43. Wow, that just... I'm older than Willie Tanner. Sorry. It just sticks in my craw.
Whoa, man, you're having this midlife crisis.
Oh, I think it's a lot further than that. Let's be honest. It's all about honesty
Come on,
here.
man.
It's all about honesty here on this program, and I think we're a little further along than that.
Nah, you can see the big 9-0 easy, I think. You're halfway.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. It's another one. The band is Obsession, Methods of Madness.
Oh, I like this cover.
And it's definitely more thrashy. But the dude's singing, he's trying to do a Bruce Dickinson.
Okay.
So it's got a little bit of an Iron Maiden feel, not full on.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. This is.
I like the callback to the front cover right there with the guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
He's like
see, it's the same
blowing
guy.
up. Yeah, it's blowing up the atom bomb, and he's got these
Sure he
safety
is.
glasses on.
Of
his
course he is.
bald melon, looking like Doctor.
That's just a beautiful sight. What a great! That's a great cover. Like the cover and the back cover.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with that.
Doctor, not Doctor Evil. Doctor. Well, he's got hair there. Oh, there is hair there. He's got more of a Christopher Lloyd, Dr. Emmett Brown
Yeah.
going on.
Mad
with
scientist.
the white coat.
Yeah. That's a portable television studio. I always really wanted that red JVC camcorder they used in Back to the Future.
Yeah. That was like big deal shit then, huh?
Yeah.
To have that. Now we got another one. Abattoir on Combat Records.
I love Combat Records.
And what is the name of that record? Something about a safe place?
I cannot read that font.
That's down here.
Oh.
The only safe place. The only safe place. And it shows these
Do you know about these guys
kids.
before?
No, I did not. I just kind of like I did cheat and do like a little quick stream on my phone.
Yeah.
It was like fucking. It's like speed metal thrash. I was like,
You know
these
the year
cats
on
are
this guy?
out of L.A.
I would say 84.
Yes, this is 86.
Oh, 86.
And I've got another one of theirs too. This is the 85 album.
Okay.
This is actually it's older, but it is the better record. Now, I was gonna say these kids are like
Vicious Attack.
scared and they're
Both on Combat.
oh yeah, Vicious Attack. That's a good one. Yeah, it's got Army Green label too, where this one's more camo.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But this record, I was saying, these kids, they're looking scared, and the door they're opening there looks like the the front cover of Kiss Elder. So it's like that's why they're
Oh.
scared because they're
Oh,
listening to
that's
that
okay.
Kiss.
We were just talking about how great of an album that was
Oh.
on Wednesday night.
Oh, really?
Isn't that funny? Me and I think that's my favorite Kiss album.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's heavy as
And
fuck.
I guess we'll end on that.
That's funny.
Oh shit! I don't know why I'm in this wrong headspace, man. I've been like I was talking shit about Ozzy in the chat room and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I don't mean to. If that's your favorite
Speak
Kiss
of the
album.
devil. We were just talking about you, dude.
Yo, Aaron, he missed all his records. We'll show some.
Did you see him, Aaron?
No.
Blast
We'll
back
show-
through. Do him in reverse really
Okay, Abattoir,
fast. Abattoir.
Vicious Attack,
Combat Records.
Abattoir,
The next
The Only
one.
Safe Place, Obsession, Method of Madness,
Obsession, Method of Madness. These guys. Yeah.
whoop, whoop, whoop. Fifth Angel,
Fifth Angel.
probably the weakest of the bunch. Little Attila Rolling Thunder with
Dude,
some
wait do you wait,
cheesy artwork.
wait do you see this, MT? Like the front cover is incredible. Look at these guys though. Look at that fucking fro, dude. That is diabolical. That is a diabolical fro, and they backlit it like a motherfucker in there too, with like a red light.
The dude in the center's trying to get his, he's trying to channel his Blackie Lawless.
Yeah.
And,
What was this one? Oh yeah, the
Quiet Riot,
Quiet Riot.
QR3. That was the only mainstream one of the
That's a
bunch,
lot of
so-
shoulder pads right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I had talked to Aaron close to the time of getting those.
Yeah, I hear that, Scally. Yeah, he said he wish he would have bought all the combat shit back in the day when it was accessible and cheap. But
Right.
it was
You know, yeah.
but too cool for metal back then. Yeah, I wouldn't have bought 80 shit.
It was still it still sucked to like metal though. Just until more recent, and I don't know, and Aaron might reflect on this a little bit more. Like I would just say, like in the last 10 years, maybe people actually liking metal, or then a small group of people that's actually going back and getting that stuff that
all
was
of a
more
sudden
obscure.
I like it now. Like, but I was into much heavier stuff, and I was like, oh, that's a bunch of pussy shit.
Well, I mean, even when you were into metal in the 90s, it was still, oh, you listen to that crap, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You were shunned upon because you listen to heavy metal music.
Yeah.
And
Especially
it's not that way now.
Especially in the South, you got a lot of churchy shit around here.
Right.
You know. But yeah.
You know, that's all. Yeah, that's all I was saying is how it's kind of a faux pas for listening to heavy metal music, and now it's more widely accepted, I guess you would say.
Yeah. All of a sudden, my records are worth 10 times what you paid for them. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good problem to have. It's not just the South. Okay. I mean, I'm sure. But, like, I mean, I don't know. I just felt like, to me, it was, by the time I got of age, so, like, start buying my own music and get into shit, that already seemed, like, really dated to me.
Right.
That being said, I was also going back and listening to a lot of classic rock and oldies and shit, but, like, that whole heavy metals vibe and wearing fucking crazy outfits and, like, that felt really dated even from the time I kind of really got going.
Well, you know, but there's really, like, even with new music, there's a resurgence of young musicians going back and playing that style.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of that stuff
That's
is really
why it's
good.
more widely
Some of
accepted,
it's really
yeah.
good. And it's a nice homage. And sometimes, you know, I've got a little trouble. I think we talked about this before, like with some of the like stoner bands that they take that 70s vibe a little too serious. And they like dress the part, and they're only wearing clothes from like thrift stores, and they wear bell bottoms and got the headband with the long hair, and they're trying to like, you're playing some fucking character. Like, that's corny. That's corny as fuck. Like, unless you just like, that's how you really are. But like, if you're wearing a uniform, you're corny. I'll just say that. Even if the music's really good, some of that stuff goes a little too far.
Right.
The 70s worship kind of aspect of it. Anyway, there's worse shit you could fucking emulate and latch onto, I guess. Honestly.
Most definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's take I got a great story for So to Speak.
So to speak, all right.
Chip Chat, I don't know what we're going to do tonight. What do we want to do?
Maybe there's a hint. It's already showing. Well, I don't want to give it up any more than I already did.
Okay. Okay.
Ain't that right, Tank?
All right.
Yeah, so we got, So to Speak coming up after these commercials or whatever. Good story. And you know you're going to get a good chippy.
Of course. So we'll be right back. Oh, wait. Said we're reconnecting the channels. So are we back? What the fuck? God damn it.
What?
I don't know.
Is the mic on?
Everything's fucked up.
Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. I'll teach him everything that I know. My buddy and me, like to climb up a tree. My buddy and me, we're the best friends that could be. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me.
My Buddy from Play School.
Mislabeled.
You know what happens when a house catches on fire? It fills with suffocating smoke. But luckily, every room in your house has a crawlway about knee-high where the air is good. So by crawling, not running, out of a smoke-filled room, you breathe the good air down here and not the bad smoke up there. So remember, if there's a fire, use that crawlway. It's the best way out of a hot situation.
They came to New Texas places from all across the galaxy. Some good, some bad, mostly bad. It was rough, really rough. I mean, they needed 1,000 lawmen. They got one. But you know, it was enough. You might have heard of him. Brave Star.
Brave Star, weekday mornings at 6:30 on TV 21.
Brave Star. Eyes of the hawk, strength of the cougar. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, Joe.
Give me just a moment here to look something up.
Look it up.
Books.
Books. Check them out. Know that it is.
I got a great story for So to Speak.
Okay.
This shit is fucking amazing.
I'm ready. I'm ready for a good story with a soda. It's speaking to me.
No, well, this is coming up. Yeah, here we go. Okay, sure. Fuck. Give me just a moment. Give me a break, will you?
1001. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Why did I
Brought to you.
break me off a piece of that football
Kit Kat.
cream?
A Mars
Chrysler car.
Hershey company in support of Grown Man Record Night. Kit
Why
Kat.
is that something?
It's what's for dinner.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
So to
good.
speak. Boom.
So to speak.
So my mom is retired, and sorry, this ended. Now I have to do something else.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
So your mom's retired.
Yeah. My mom's retired, and she likes to do charity stuff, and likes to help when she can. And she retired from working at the public library for a really long time, so obviously she likes books.
Books.
Check them out.
Likes reading.
Correct. And so she has known of this charity for a while, and it's actually based in our hometown, like where we live here in High Point, North Carolina. And so they had like an information session to come learn about it. My mom wanted to go see to make sure it's like this is like a legit organization, see where these people's hearts and minds are, if this is like a real deal type shit, or if they seem like this is Scam City, whatever. So they're having like an information session on Saturday morning. They said we're going to have refreshments. There's going to be donuts and sandwiches and whatever the fuck. And they said, if you come, there will be we're giving away this soda that you can only get in Cincinnati.
Huh.
And my mom's like, what? And I'm like, is the place based in Cincinnati? Nope.
Oh wow.
Nope.
I wonder if Shane can get this.
So I have no idea. So some of our Ohio folks may know about this, but I did want to. It turns out it's a pretty damn good organization, so I wanted to hype them up.
Okay.
I'll throw a fucking Hail Mary if anybody gives a fuck. You want to follow to see what they're doing. You want to send them $5 sometime when you're feeling charitable. I don't know. It's called Books for Birthdays. Funny story. It's not funny at all. I do a lot of stories where we profile foster children to try to get them adopted.
Okay.
Right? And so this is kind of along those lines. I've come to learn way too more than I wanted to know about. Holy shit! It's a truck horn. But we've
That sounded like it was in the backyard.
yeah. But I've come to know way too much about how fucked up like the foster system is, and how many kids there are. People are sleeping in police stations, in jails sometimes, because it's the only place they can like spread out cots and like places for them to sleep.
Oh,
it's
wow.
really sad. But anyway, I do a lot of stories like that. This thing is called Books for Birthdays. And look, here's the website. So what these kids do, or what they do, is this is for a foster kid to get a brand new book for their birthday. If they're signed up or whatever, when it's their birthday, they'll send you a brand new book for your birthday. So very cool, right? If you want to look it up, it's booksforbirthdays.inc.org. But you can see here, it's what we do. Uses donations to purchase new books, when we then personalize, package, and distribute to children in foster care on their birthday. Every donation helps us source and purchase a book so that children have expressed an interest in wanting to read. So they don't just send these to every schmendrick kid. This is going to be kids that are like into reading and like books.
They want
and they
it.
probably have less opportunities to get brand new books and shit like that. So anyway, God bless them. But it came with this koozie. And my mom kind of told her my son was interested in this, so they gave us 2 koozies. We are a 501c. That is really weird to put on a fucking koozie. I'm not gonna lie. It's also the tightest koozie I've ever owned. To support our mission, please visit. It's got the website. Kind of crazy. Well, the soda. No, Jay's not here. The soda is a Barks.
Oh.
Red cream soda.
Huh.
Anybody ever had a Barks red cream soda?
Well, Shane, what about Bill's Box of Sound?
According to this fucking shit, it's only available in Cincinnati. I don't know.
Yes, I didn't know. Am I right? Shane and Bill are Ohio folk?
Correct.
They might not be Cincinnati or greater Cincinnati area, but I got close with the state.
They have that shit in the fountain at Five Guys near you? Is that right?
Huh.
That's the only place you've seen it. Is there caffeine like the root beer? That's a great question. Fantastic comms out of you, Scotty.
I'm digging the smell.
I don't see any caffeine in here.
No caffeine.
Have you ever had a red cream soda before?
No, not really.
Okay,
no.
I have. So anyway, red cream soda. Courtesy is my mom. My mom pretty much, she was interested in the charity, but she really went up there to cop us a fucking can of soda.
Oh, really? Thank you.
That's what we. That's kind of
Thank
mom.
you, Mrs. Bananas.
That's the kind of mom I'm dealing with over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's like good.
It's like,
and it really is. It's like a cherry cream soda. It doesn't say cherry on here, I don't think, anywhere. But it kind of has a little cherry hint.
Right. I was gonna say it almost has like a cherry bubblegum feel.
That could be
maybe
more.
not too bubblegum,
but you definitely taste the cream, the vanilla cream in there.
Yeah. And it is
Food Line. No, is it Food Line?
It's
used
strong.
to have a red cream soda, like store brand.
Oh, they're generic.
Yeah, it was either Food Line or Winn-Dixie. Because I threw it up one time, I got food poisoning.
Oh wow.
This may ruin the soda for you. Yeah, I was like,
that type of stuff.
I think I came home from a show or something. I was stoned out of my mind, and I ate cheese and Pringles, and I was scooping bean dip with cheese and Pringles and drinking red cream soda. which is none of that is a good combination. And then something made me really sick, and I threw that up in that combination.
Oh. It might be better than something out of a trash can.
Not ideal. Not a rather throwing that out. But yeah, this is I won't say obviously like I'm not a fat fuck, but like people that know me, obviously I don't drink full sugar sodas. But
this is full sugar.
So it's very sweet for sure.
What's the grams on?
Let's take a look. Let's go to the tape.
I'm gonna say it's not as much as the Mountain Dew, so maybe 32 grams of sugar.
45.
You're gonna say 45.
No, that's what it is. 45. But yeah.
Woo! It's a Ric Flair soda.
It's very sweet, but really good.
Oh,
I'd love to see if they have like a zero sugar version of that. That'd be insane. Because the sugar does turn me off.
Man, they can't get the pop with the flavor like that if they ain't got the sugar.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's like a sometimes treat, but you know what? I'm on vacation, so I was talking about, I don't ever I never eat ice cream or desserts or anything.
Oh, really?
But since I'm on vacation, have you ever seen the no-bake cheesecake you can buy like in the tub?
Yeah.
In the tub?
Not in a tub.
Yeah, it looks like Cool Whip, but you open it up and it's just fucking cheesecake.
You just thaw it out.
It's not even frozen.
Oh, it's not
Like,
frozen.
it's
just in the cooler.
Yeah.
Not,
so you open the top off and you can go to town on just big pile of cheesecake.
I would be down with that.
I'm thinking about scooping that out with some fucking Oreos and just making a fucking day of it.
You like chocolate? I do not like. I don't know if we've ever talked about this. I'm not a big chocolate or I can't say caramel because I'll do caramel.
That's my
But
favorite.
if you do chocolate cheesecake and some, if it's like chocolate cookie crumb cheesecake or something like that, I'm not about that. I would rather it be the fruits.
Oh, I'm not.
Give me a
guy.
raspberry, strawberry, blueberry cheesecake. I'm all about that. I will take a caramel cheesecake though any day.
Sara Lee cheesecake. What up, Dan? Yeah. So I don't ever eat that shit. Most people are like, yeah, bullshit. You don't eat it. You're fat as fuck. But like, yeah, I would be. If I ate that shit, I'd be 500 pounds. Like no bullshit.
Well, not to talk about your thing, but a lot of people who like to drink tend to not like sweets. You're more of a salty guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Hence the chips.
Yep. I've always been. Ever since I was a kid, I was a chip guy. And I like chocolate and I like ice cream and like stuff like that. Decadent stuff, we'll say. But I've always not been a fan of like fruit candies.
Oh.
I'm not a guy that buys Sweet Tarts and Skittles and Now-Relators and shit like that.
Right.
I don't care.
Gummy bears and peach rings.
I like peach rings now.
Oh.
But no, I don't. But that's like a rare thing.
Okay.
I think Skittles are good too, but I would just never actually go through the process of buying them.
Right.
If somebody said, yo, you want a pack of Skittles? I'd be like, yeah, sure. But like, I would never. I don't think I've ever walked in a store and bought fruit candy.
Right.
Ever.
Like, I've got this craving. I need to get some Skittles.
No, I did do that one time. It was a very. Rockstar used to have a lemonade energy drink. Jay had them, but I bought one at a store coming back from a political rally that I was covering for the news. And it had been like an 18-hour day, and I'm driving back, and I'm trying to stay awake. And I bought a bag of gummy worms and one of those lemonade, and I was like chewing them up and like chasing it with the lemonade. Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, wow.
The combination, because those are fruity too,
Right.
So it was fruity. It was good. Anyway, for those interested, fantastic soda. Highly recommend the Barks Red Cream Soda if you ever get a chance to check it out. And if you're interested in learning more about the charity, you can visit booksforbirthdays.org. You can throw them a bone if you're feeling like it. Helping out foster kids, never a bad thing. It'll make you feel good, whatever.
Now you got me hooked on that. Since it's in Cincinnati, the only way I'm going to get it is like on Amazon. A 12-pack's going to be like $50.
Yo, he said Five Guys. I mean, MT's just a state down from us, so if they got it,
we have a Five Guys.
That's what I'm saying. It may be worth a drop in.
I mean, I've done a Five Guys here recently, so
It'd be nice to have all that money.
What are you talking about?
Five Guys. You gotta be living large to go into Five Guys. It's just like $28 to get out of there, ain't it?
Well, it ain't cheap, but yeah, it's not. It's no different than McDonald's.
That's high cotton.
Shit, it's no different than McDonald's.
Yeah, that's why I stopped going to McDonald's. The last time I did like a basic bitch order for me, they were like $10. It's $10 even. They were like, haha, it's $10 even. Isn't that neat? And I'm like, well, what? No, what?
Dude, it's not even funny. Try it. Probably 15 now.
Yeah, that's when I mean
Usually
everything.
about 15 ahead.
I love McDonald's. It's a classic. I don't eat it all the time, but yeah, when it's a Saturday night and there's times where I want to go nuts on McDonald's. But I've switched to like, if I'm gonna do that, Arby's.
Arby's, yeah, you said that.
The half-pound beef and cheddar.
I still haven't tried that.
Son. Or even better, 2 of them and about 30 milligrams. Just throwing it out there. It's your
Dude,
life.
I forget.
It's your life, folks. You do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just throwing out suggestions.
Did you get just the regular size curly fry, or did you get the real big curly fry?
I think usually I make my own fries. That's where I can save some money. Because those 2 sandwiches are already $20. So, but that's one of those cases where I'm like, yeah, that's a pound of beef. That's worth, yeah. You want $20 for that? Onion roll, little cheese, little red ranch. That's what that sauce is called, by the way. Most people mistake it for Arby's sauce. The sweet red sauce on the beef and cheddar is not fucking Arby's sauce, you morons. It's called red ranch. Put some respect on that name. It's much like a Polynesian from Chick-fil-A. It's not Arby's sauce. Arby's sauce is tangy.
Right.
This is sweet. Sorry, went off on an Arby's tangent. It happens from time to time.
Bananas is the authority on Arby's.
Oh, I can go put my Arby's shirt on if we want to.
Does it still smell like French fry grease?
One of them still got stains on it.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't get out of there. It's actual beef grease.
Beef grease, okay.
It's in the very first Chip Chat ever.
Oh, wow.
Hold up.
And see, that's the thing, too, back to the sweets where you're not big on the sugar stuff. We do a chip chat that you don't do like a cookie chat. We're not talking about different cookies or different candy bar. We don't do candy bar chat. We do chip chat.
Right. The very first one ever. That overshirt I'm wearing right there, that's my Arby's shirt.
That's an Arby's? Okay.
That is Chip Chat #1. Chip Chat #1. And that right there is my Arby's shirt. And I can still wear it. It's a dope shirt. And I'm playing with He-Man for some reason. Yeah, I love that. I love that shirt though. Man. I don't think I'm that fat anymore though. Yeah, the lack of facial hair, the 45 mic.
Who's that young guy?
Yeah, anyway.
He's not older than Peter Tanner there, or whatever the fuck.
Willie Tanner.
Alf Stash. Willie Tanner. Sorry. I was a kid when Alf came out.
Hey, Willie, check my prostate.
Whoa! Are we doing chip chat? Or are we doing something else?
Yeah. I was gonna do this first. Fuck that up. Fucking stuff up. All right. Yeah. Chip chat. Boom.
Excesso calorious. Excesso.
There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying. Those are thick.
Papas.
Look at that.
Es delicioso.
Sting City. Yep.
Sting City.
Sting City. So all that's on, man. You're picking these. They were all right off of the. This is an Uncle Wes special.
Yes.
Hell
You want to re-rack that?
Yeah, so Uncle Wes sent us some chips, a box of chips. We did the it was truffle and something. They were terrible, but I knew I wasn't gonna like those. That's okay. We can't like every chip. But also sent some bonus bags in there. And it was that we did it last week.
Yeah, last
backyard
week we did it.
backyard barbecue.
Yeah.
Fantastic chip. I could have swore we'd done that. Not on the list. Also could have swore we had done these. Again, not on that fucking list. From the Kettle brand, just a straight up dill pickle. My mouth is watering right now. That may mean I'm going to throw up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not good.
Pause. No, we're good. So I could have swore if there was a dill pickle kettle chip, we would have done that by now.
If you're gonna spew into this.
Don't get it mistaken. It is a ridged chip.
For our pleasure.
Because it's a crinkle cut is what it's saying.
Smell there.
So it's just a dill pickle ridged chip. Nice little ridge. I can't remember. Can I remember crinkle cut kettles?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't think of another flavor, but I'm sure we've done them.
It's got some stuff on the chip there too, showing there. So yeah, definitely. The dill is strong. You can definitely smell the dill.
Very good. I'll tell you what they remind me of. Is the Utz fried dill pickle chips.
It's kettle and it's crinkle cut, so it's got a good crunch.
Definitely got some crunch. This would stand up to a dip. You can find some of the bigger ones. There are some more broken ones in there. These were also shipped from the middle of the fucking country. So
right.
The fact they made it like this, okay, is pretty remarkable. Really good chip. But it also leads me to think how different are dill chips? Well, I think those Utz ones are pretty. Are those ridged? The fried dill pickle Utz, are those ridged chips? Because I would say the only difference is with dill chips. Because I started to think do all dill chips taste the same?
Right.
I think what separates them is if you have a thin chip like a Lay's, or I think Food Line actually does an old store brand of dill chips. So does Lowe's Foods. But the really light, thin, crispy ends up doing something different than when it's a ridged or a kettle chip.
Right, it's like they can't get all the flavor on that regular chip.
There's something going on. But this is fantastic.
These are. Damn. That's why
That's up there.
Yeah, that's why we're sitting there eating it. Ain't saying none of it.
Have you had the pepperoncini ones?
I don't think so.
That's
I like a good pepperoncini.
Me too. That's what this green bag always makes me think of. What are you doing, Corky? You got some beggars.
Well, I've got the chair in here tight, so we can't come back there.
Got some beggars. Corky wants one.
Give one to the cat?
Give a little bitty one.
Little bitty one? What do you think of that?
What's up, Snow? Said got about the whole family looking at y'all tonight. One eating cheesecake and telling me to go to McDonald's. Yeah, we tend to do that. Yeah, I'm hungry as shit myself.
Right, it's at the end of close to the end of the show.
Yeah.
The food portion has been done.
Yeah, I was hungry before we started, and now I'm starving. And McDonald's and cheesecake sounds absolutely amazing right now.
Only on Grown Man Record Night, McDonald's and cheesecake.
Oh,
because they
what a
never
combo.
did one. I forget where
No.
you always get the cheesecake. Because who did the McDonald's always had the apple pie.
Apple pies. I never get. If I'm
They
gonna
were-
get, actually, I was talking about this because I'm not a big. I'm not a big nuts guy on like desserts and stuff. I said except for like getting a sundae at McDonald's.
Oh.
Something about those nuts on the sundae went absolutely hard. That was the perfect. I guess they're peanuts. I
Yeah,
guess.
those peanuts. I forget, it's probably from like Jimmy Carter's farm
crushed
down
up
in
like
Georgia.
But they were amazing. I had comeback shack and pina colada cake for dinner. What the hell is comeback shack?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Was that a handy down at the Asian massage parlor? Is that code for that?
I don't know. I don't know where Metal Theologian spent the evening, but yeah, it could be interesting. Tink says, "Give
The
me
one
some
you called
more."
the business last week. Oh, who did we call last week? The burger place. Who did we call? Did we call somebody last week?
Damn, I'm getting to where I don't remember.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Yeah, it's tough to walk around with that look in it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I'll remember to have another shot. Man, great show tonight.
Well,
appreciate everybody coming out. It's good to
One
Good to
NC
see
once they
y'all.
boom. Man, that one stabbed me a little bit.
Oh, whoa, in the top of the mouth.
It got me right in that.
Easy.
It got me right in that Captain Crunch zone.
Uh-oh. Man, I didn't
Yeah.
think those were that bad. It does say bolder and crunchier. It's green. I got like a dill pickle shirt on.
Yeah,
It's just the colors.
my britches are kind of dill pickle colored.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go back to Twitch and watch some record albums. Look how easy I can do this now. I finally got fucking smart.
You finally got locked in.
Oh no! See, now I messed it up. Look how stupid I am. Everybody, look how stupid I am. Yeah, so there's gonna be late night jams over on the Twitch channel. We're gonna play a couple of record albums before we jump off the cliff here. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. We had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks to Zonkman for dropping by, keeping the show moving, grooving. Thanks to fucking stupid Jay for not showing up. We're going to be reevaluating some contracts coming up next quarter. is
Jay
all
will
I'm
be
telling
back
you.
next week. He
We'll
just had
see.
a
We'll
one- he
see.
just had a one-off.
We'll see.
He'll definitely be here for some hot dog adventures.
Yeah.
Got that coming up in a couple weeks on the 4th of
No,
July, too.
in traditional Jay fashion, this is what'll happen. Jay will do this like, okay, WrestleMania was happening or something, right? Actually, I think it may have happened in the Super Bowl once. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna grill out some wings. I'm making a dip. You know, like whatever. Got it planned out and whatever. Jay maybe even is the one that mentioned it. Hey, we should grill out Sunday with the games on. But yeah, all right, cool.
And then he
Come
crashed.
time, he gets over here for the game, and I'm like, hey, I got the grill fired up.
Oh.
He's like, oh, I just ate with my parents. We had spaghetti. And I'm like, what the fuck? You ate spaghetti before you came over here? And then he was like, no, I'm not hungry. And I've got all this shit in the fucking refrigerator. I'm going to fire up the grill. I've been thinking about it since Thursday, and it was his fucking idea to begin with.
Fucking Jay.
Guy's a fucking moron. All right, we'll see you over on the Twitch side. Thanks again, folks. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll catch you over there. If not, we'll catch you Sunday night on Twitch for the Sunday Shelving Show. You don't want to miss that.
Summer solstice.
Also football. Gonna go down to the football game.